9 inconvenient truths about money that you need to know. Money is the lifeblood of society that holds an irrefutable power over our lives. From the moment you earn your first dollar to the day you retire, it influences your decisions, shapes your aspirations, and often becomes the measure of your success. But what if I told you that there are hidden truths about money that have the potential to upend your beliefs about building wealth? These are not your typical get-rich-quick promises or the cliched mantras of financial gurus. Instead, they are the inconvenient truths that we often overlook or simply don't want to acknowledge. Today, we'll uncover 9 uncomfortable truths about money that are rarely talked about but intensely impact your financial well-being. Watch this video until the end and master the secrets to making millions that the rich will hardly disclose. Number 1. To thrive, you have to go against the masses. If you look around, you'll realize that most people are not thriving. Some seem stuck in a cycle of monotony and mediocrity. But if you truly yearn for a fulfilling and prosperous life, you must go against the grain and forge your own path. Let's be clear, I'm not suggesting that you should defy the majority simply for the sake of being different. Some principles and practices are non-negotiable, and following what works well is imperative. For instance, driving on the wrong side of the road is obviously not going to lead to positive outcomes. In reality, following the masses is a survival instinct ingrained in us humans. But if you want to truly rise above mediocrity, you must challenge the status quo. Instead of getting caught up in the rat race like most people, you seek alternative avenues to generate income. Avoiding the conventional 9-to-5 grind and exploring entrepreneurial opportunities can unlock your potential for significant progress. Number 2. No one cares about you. In the grand scheme of things, you're not inherently important to those around you. The truth is, no one really cares about you. Not your boss, not your employees, not the entrepreneur you aspire to be mentored by, not the investor you seek funding from, and certainly not the government. People only care about you to the extent that you offer value to them. But if you want to truly remain relevant to other people, provide value to them and receive value in return. Take this truth with objectivity, for it applies to every one of us. In fact, it is the great equalizer. People who provide the most value are the ones who reap the most rewards. The truth is that if you wish to connect with successful people and learn from them, you must offer something valuable in return. Consider offering your time and expertise by working for them without expecting a paycheck. If you demonstrate your worth this way, you increase the likelihood of building meaningful relationships. Number 3. You are a product of your habits. The level of success you achieve is directly proportional to the habits you have built. Where does the real success come from? Going out to parties and drinking with friends? Or nurturing strong relationships with successful people? You see, while it's easy to spend 3 hours a day mindlessly watching TV and scrolling through social media, dedicating that time to reading a book will ultimately provide more value. To set yourself on the path to success, it is crucial to develop positive habits and eliminate unproductive ones. Some habits that can lead to success include waking up early, drinking plenty of water, reading books, working out, following a proper diet, working productively, and networking with friends. If you consciously adopt such habits, you can positively influence your life's trajectory and create a solid foundation for both personal and professional success. Number 4. Making excuses is easier than making money. Ask someone why they're not making money, and they'll give you a plethora of excuses. Some people blame the government for lack of opportunities, while others embrace a carefree, you only live once mentality. Age becomes a barrier for some, who claim they are either too young or too old to start their own business. Others blame the job market, labeling it unfavorable. The truth is, making excuses is far easier than actively pursuing financial success, as it only takes a few seconds to conjure up and utter an excuse, while building a prosperous business and accumulating wealth requires years of dedicated effort. How can this insight be leveraged? When you catch yourself on the verge of making an excuse for your lack of progress, take a minute to pause and reflect. Justifying your lack of progress may provide temporary comfort, but it ultimately hinders long-term growth. Instead, ask yourself, do I want to be right, clinging to excuses, or do I want to work hard and become wealthy? The truth is, you don't have to be right or wrong. The goal is to be rich, and making excuses won't get you there. If you're enjoying this video, consider hitting the subscribe button. Number 5. You can't get rich overnight. It's a common mistake to underestimate the amount of work and effort involved in building wealth from scratch. Most people often fall for the get-rich-quick schemes instead of taking the time to strategically plan over a decade or so. The reality is that true wealth is not built in a week or two. If you truly want to make millions, you must align your life with a long-term vision. Relying on luck will not lead to substantial financial growth. And here's the thing, you must allow patience to take its course. The process is exponential, meaning that progress could appear modest at first, but if you stick to the plan, committing to personal and professional growth over a decade, you can be assured that you will become significantly richer in both your bank account and your personal life. Number 6. Everything you do is your fault. One of the most empowering and liberating truths is that everything in your life, whether it pertains to your finances, relationships, or health, is entirely your fault. It's not about assigning blame, but rather understanding that you have the power to shape your circumstances. Are you living paycheck to paycheck? Well, that's on you. Is your business struggling to gain traction? It's your fault. If you have a negative net worth, again, your fault. This realization is truly empowering because it means that every positive aspect of your life is also your responsibility. Is your business flourishing? It's your accomplishment. Building a network of successful individuals who share valuable advice? It's your achievement. Having accumulated substantial wealth through years of hard work and now enjoying the freedom to live life on your own terms? It's your triumph. The bottom line is that you're the only one in control, so you have to make sober decisions. Number 7. Time is your most precious asset. One of the defining characteristics that sets rich people apart from the rest is their profound understanding of the exceptional value placed on time. Think about it this way. If every decision and action you take is guided by the prioritization of protecting and maximizing the value of your time, you will inevitably become successful. Now, contrast this with the majority of people and how they choose to spend their time. You see people standing in long queues for hours just to get a free burger. You see people stuck in unfulfilling 9-to-5 jobs, trading away their lives for small pay. You find people on Black Friday waiting in lines for hours to save a few $100. Even worse, countless online arguments over trivial matters like sports teams. Do these people truly value their time? If you want to truly become wealthy, you must assign a higher value to your time. To achieve this, you need to grow your value every day, choosing activities that yield a positive return on investment in terms of both time and money. Things like reading books, working out, and building a business are just some examples of this. Number 8. The amount of money you have equals the amount of value you've provided. Billionaires like Bill Gates and Mark Cuban understand that value equals money, and they have taken the time to build companies that have positively impacted the lives of millions. Conversely, if you've spent your life flipping burgers without making a significant impact, your bank account will likely reflect the same mundane numbers all the time. While taking any job for immediate cash flow is understandable, if you find yourself after a decade still earning minimum wage, it shows a lack of understanding about how money and value operate in society. If you want to truly succeed in the game of wealth and become rich, you must consistently deliver substantial value, improving the lives of others in society. When you solve people's problems and monetize that process, money will automatically follow. Number 9. The best investment is in yourself. When aspiring wealth builders seek advice on the best financial investments, such as the stock market, it reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of how wealth is truly built. Consider this. You managed to save $10,000 and you invested in the stock market, achieving a 10% return after a year. Congratulations, you now have $11,000. But what impact does this extra $1,000 have on your day-to-day life? In essence, very little. To truly build wealth, You must strive to create a system that generates a predictable return on investment. I like to think of it as investing $1 to make it $2 or more. But in reality, building such a system will require you to work on yourself first. This means self-education through books, articles, courses, and seminars, seeking mentorship from successful entrepreneurs, and prioritizing nutrition and fitness. Trust me, your business is just an extension of yourself. So put yourself first and everything else in second place. The truth is, money should never be the sole measure of your worth. True wealth goes beyond your materials. It's your relationships, experiences, and personal growth that matter. By embracing a holistic view of prosperity, you can create a life that transcends the limitations of financial constraints and embraces the abundance that surrounds you. If you found this video valuable, share it with someone who might benefit from it. Please hit like and comment down below with your insights. Consider subscribing to our channel. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.